I was about to. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl, good girl, good, 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 good girl. Happy Friday. It's Friday, 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 Friday night at 8. Please don't be too late. Oh, Dame Maggie Smith from Harry Potter and Downton Abbey has died at the age of 89. You know who she is. Yes. So, a statement from her sons. It was with great sadness that we have to announce the death of Dame Maggie Smith. She passed away peacefully in the hospital early this morning. It's an intensely private person. She was with friends and family at the end. She leaves two sons and five loving grandchildren who are devastated by the loss of their extraordinary mother and grandmother. We would like to take this opportunity to thank the wonderful staff at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital for their care and unstinting kindness during her final days. We thank you for all the kind messages and support and ask that you respect our privacy at this time. They're raising their wands. The kids are raising their wands. After all, to all the well organized mind, death is but a next great adventure. Albus Dumbledore. This calls for an urgent Harry Potter marathon. Rest in peace, Minerva. She was a real film star, quiet, humble, no scandals, no allures, just pure excellence on screen. From Hook, Sister Act, Harry Potter, Downton Abbey, I grew up with her. Thank you, Dame Maggie Smith, for all the unforgettable memories and moments on screen. Exactly 1 year after we lost Professor Dumbledore, crying face. I think this is the year we say goodbye to our childhood. I love you, Maggie. You were like a mother figure to all of us. All the Potterheads, raise your wands. Don't do this to me. Wands up for Professor McGonagall. Gonagall. Just burst into tears in public. R.I.P. You were an extraordinary human. Time to rewatch Harry Potter for the 736,000 time. Wands up. Not my whole childhood slowly slipping away. Wands up. Everybody saying wands up. Dame Maggie Smith. She's soaring amongst the stars. TMZ announced it an hour ago. All right, y'all. Everybody's announcing. That's what's on my timeline. All right. So let's go to People. Let's go to People magazine. Let's see. Machine Gun Kelly says he's not in a haze anymore, starting his sobriety journey. He's 34 years old. Well, good for him. Good for him. People is not grabbing me. That little baby Halo is so cute, but I know that he wants to go back into private citizenship. I know he does. I know he does. Blac Chyna facing a lawsuit from ex-boyfriend twin Hector, claims she allegedly beat him up in his sleep. What? This is from Hollywood Unlocked. It says according to TMZ, the reality television star is facing a lawsuit from her former partner who alleges that she frequently subjected him to physical abuse throughout their nearly 3-year relationship, while they lived together in Los Angeles. According to the documents acquired by TMZ, Twin alleges that Chyna's abusive behavior escalated in September 2021, which led to a violent assault on him while he was asleep in their bedroom. Twin, okay, well, okay, they were asleep because I was about to, okay. So Twin claims the alleged attack caused him serious injuries, including cuts to his face, a swollen eye. He has attached a graphic photo to the lawsuit that, yeah, this picture is crazy. To show proof. He indicates in the documents that she verbally and physically mistreat men without facing consequences. She is seeking over 10 million and he is seeking over 10 million in damages. Somebody said that was not Angela, that was Blac Chyna. This man's face, I'm not gonna put it up, but what? Girl, when I tell you, like, I believe it. I'm sorry. I believe it. I believe because Blac Chyna, there was a time where there was a lot of stories coming out about her behavior. So, like, was it Amanda Bynes? Who was it that said they was in a hotel with her? They had footage and everything, girl. They were in a hotel with her, and she was trying to keep them in the hotel, and they were trying to get out. She was at the airport acting crazy, like obviously under the influence, but still violent and like out of control. Girl, in your sleep. Oh my God. I can't, I don't. And it's like, what the fuck did she hit him with? The way his eye is swole up and his head is like she hit him with something in his head. His eye is swollen shut. That is crazy. Girl, I don't give a fuck who's doing it. We read the numbers. We read the numbers. Men experience domestic violence too. There are women out here who are violent. Do you hear me? And because of the way that we're socialized, men won't come out and say anything because you're the one that's supposed to be doing the beating. No woman is supposed to be beating on a man and a man not do anything back to her. So he faces criticism and therefore will not come to the front. That's why a lot of these things go unreported both ways. Both ways. Women are shamed for coming forward. All the men and some women will tell her whatever they will tell her. And then if a man comes forward, when I see this picture and says that this woman did this to me and I didn't do anything to her, because we would have heard if this man reacted and did something to Blac Chyna, we would have heard about it. Not knowing that she beat him up in his sleep. He even looks like he's laying down, like his like I don't know. This is weird. Let me read some of the comments. Lies. Miss Tokyo Tony, girl. That was not Angela, that was Blac Chyna. He must have said so Rocket. He deserves justice. If it was the other way around, this dude would be facing time. Domestic violence goes both ways. No one gets a pass. No one does. So did he stay asleep the whole time? When was this? Dude probably healed and broke, trying to get some bread. Why hasn't it been like it's the same exact comments? It doesn't matter. You see, it doesn't matter. It's the same exact comments. People joking because it's a man that's being abused. Sad. If the situation were reversed, the type of public outrage you would be seeing, where's the same energy, keyboard warriors? Who took this pic and why didn't they take you to the hospital? Why are you just now mentioning it? He's filing a lawsuit. And low key, if it weren't so time consuming, costly, more women and men who are abused should file complaints in the courts, like every single time. Like, I'm going to sue you. I don't care. It's going to be on record. This is how we're going to get this on record. Because you can't go around, same thing that they do, like, you can't go around putting your hands on people. Same way you don't want cops putting their hands on you, same way we don't want parents putting their hands on their children. Some like the like I don't remember who said it, but it's like the things that you would like allow an adult to do to a child just because the child is theirs. If the same things were done from an adult male to a woman, people would have a problem with that behavior. Discipline, a provider, um, disciplining them, disciplining them, right? So, like, this thing where I don't know, like, it's not we can't excuse. I don't care who it's from. Like, keep your hands to yourself. You should not be initiating, agitating, being the aggressor in anything. Defending yourself, no problem. I have no problem with that. You were defending yourself, I have no problem. But to be the aggressor, the agitator, and be like the antagonist, and be like, and then when you see her mother, like, and then combined with drugs and alcohol, and it's just like, I believe it. I believe it. I believe him. I believe him. And the people are right. Y'all are joking because it's a man. You are joking because it's a man, and more times than not, a man is doing the abusing, right? We see the numbers. When I read the numbers off, I read the numbers for men too, but it's not as high, right? It's not as high because a lot of women don't abuse men, but women do abuse men. The numbers exist. And there are men who don't fight back, but they don't come to the front either, because you being abused, there people are going to joke, how are you being abused, right? That's it. And that's society. That's a way the patriarchy harms men, right? Men don't come forward with their abuse because they're the ones that are supposed to be doing the abusing. How are you being abused? What's wrong with you, nigga? Like, on some real shit. They'll get made fun of, you know. I believe him. I do. I do. It says male sex worker submits alleged Diddy sex tape to federal authorities, claims the alleged freak off was filmed in 2023. That's what I'm saying. None of that stuff is stopped. And he's already has groomed the other people. Neo, didn't you hear when he was arguing with his baby mama and she was calling him a little Diddy? He's already groomed the next group of men to do it. The men are going to continue to do it. They're going to continue to do it until everybody, the whole shit is dismantled. The sex workers are coming out. Federal prosecutors have reportedly obtained a video that allegedly shows Diddy with a male escort. Sources close to the matter say the male escort met with federal agents in New York on Wednesday and signed a proffer agreement. This agreement allows him to talk to investigators without the risk of facing charges. Sources indicate that the discussion focused on Diddy, with the escort detailing how he connected with another escort for a freak off involving himself, Diddy, and a woman. As previously mentioned, prosecutors have stated that these freak offs are at the core of their criminal case against Diddy. TMZ also reports that the escort shared information about the kinds of drugs that Diddy allegedly preferred during their encounters, along with specifics about one particular incident that he claims was recorded on video. The threesome reportedly took place in May of 2023 when the escort alleges he traveled from Atlanta to Miami to meet Diddy and the woman. During this meeting, he claims he engaged in sexual activity with her while Diddy recorded the sexual experience. Can we hear about the real charges? Being a freak is not a crime. There's another woman that's a woman, and then another woman says, "Right, it's a witch hunt." Imagine a woman saying that a man is experiencing a witch hunt. You know how fucking treasonous that is, bitch. Probably gonna be like, girl, what is wrong with you? Don't be saying no dumb shit. You like when it's like it's being male identified and using like things that you've heard them say and then using them while you defend a man who would sex traffic you, bitch. What's not you don't put I don't understand how you like what is that how you position yourself to like be in defense of anything about him, girl. Trafficking, I guess it is. The men who fly women out should be charged also. First of all, prostitution is illegal. And now you're flying people to to exchange an illegal activity, and then that person flies back with the money that they've given you for the illegal activity. That's a lot of stuff, right? Just right in there, just right there, just that, just that. The money that you obtain from the illegal activity, and you're traveling and if the escort has a pimp, the pimp would be the trafficker. Diddy's crime would be solicitation. Clearly, it's more to the freak off. For example, if they're drugging women and raping them, that's that's what the freak off are consisted of. Hopefully, they keep the footage in court. This is a man with children at the end of the day. See, and that's why sex is used as the weapon, because at the end of the day, it is supposed to be something that is private amongst consenting adults or children of consenting age with each other, not for your old granddaddy worm carrying ass. Girl, it's supposed to be, right? Unless you're in the kink and you're doing the public, doing that the public thing. But it's supposed to be. And then so it's supposed to be a private thing, right? Then add shame onto it. Then add like guilt and like this all this like anytime it's discussed it's taboo to the point where you say I don't care what people do in their bedroom, but you really want to be like what they doing, right? But crimes are being committed. Like that's the part. Like nobody like and I think I hope that this kind of like creates more conversation about like sex and sexuality and having sex and consent and like because would not be able to use sex as a weapon if it were okay for these men to be it was socially acceptable for these men who they want to have sex with men and women. But again, in a society where we're upholding white male heterosexual Christian and thin, the heterosexual part is being upheld to a lot of people's detriment. People are not living in their truth, trying to uphold this idea of heterosexuality, and the men are not heterosexual. They're not. And it's like, but that's the society, that's the system that they're trying to maintain. And so they abuse, and they do it in secret, and then they start abusing people because they don't want anyone to know. Like, you can't weaponize something if there's not guilt and shame attached to people knowing that you do it. Right? Right? And so because there's guilt and shame around being gay or wanting to have sex with men, whatever, like, and switching things up so that they can say, well, no, we're not gay. We don't even want to be called gay, but we want to have sex with men. Like, there's literally a term that's being used, that men who have sex with men, they don't want to be called gay. Isn't that like, that shows you the level of the programming, that I have to uphold an idea, a performance of this thing, and then y'all say that it's a gay agenda. No, it's really a heterosexual agenda, because these niggas are gay. These men are gay. They enjoy sex with each other. And why wouldn't they? Their pleasure spot is in their ass. And that's not a joke. That's real. That's that's the design. But no, they told you the design is him inside of you, and that's how it's supposed to be. No, that is only to come together for reproduction, for pleasure. Like, a woman's pleasure spot, her clitoris or clitoris, I say clitoris, um has no, it doesn't bear any other function but pleasure. No other function but pleasure. A man's penis is that's the whole thing is overgrown or overdeveloped. Like, that's the pleasure. And then for the quote G spot to be in the, like, that's how it's made. Y'all be trying to say that's how it's made, but then you're trying to uphold something, and men are trying to get pleasure from that, and they're not allowed to, because even when y'all be like, "Ooh, living your truth," then they do, then y'all be mad at them, like you have something against them once they start living in their truth. Now you like you got like you have an issue with them or something. But a lot, if people were able to live in their truth, sex would not be able to be used as a weapon. The only time they would be able to use it as a weapon is if, like, a married man, right? Like that morality thing. But the sex, who cares who you having sex with? But this morality thing, like where you're cheating on somebody, right? That shows like a lack of integrity. That is like something, oh, like a politician is sleeping with a prostitute, and she got pregnant and had an abortion, and they found out, like that kind of stuff, right? Like, none of that is against the law. Like, you know what I mean? That's not a crime, but it's still like a moral code. Like, out so when you add in all these things, now he's committing crimes with something that it's like, people want to have sex, people want to have pleasure from having sex, they want to, I want to be able to consent. Like, what is it that you need to harm people in order for you to have a good time? Everybody's lives have to be at risk in order for you to have a good time. Ain't something wrong with that? There's something wrong with that. Something wrong with that. So what? Diddy is freaky. A lot of people are freaky and on the DL. That's not news. Report something else. And it's so weird. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I think Puff can't catch a break. I pray they take it to trial. Guns, drugs, okay, but drugging someone to come to a party, nah, that's a reach. That's Diddy. Give him time for assault on a woman. Anything else to see proof? I just hate. This is just hate at this point. Unless the man was working against his will. No, no, no. Prostitution is illegal. right? Even like I'm if I'm a sex worker, I'm this is my job, and I but the work is illegal. So yeah, I can be a willing participant in the prostitution, but the prostitution is illegal. Which is weird anyway. It's another way to control people's bodies. It's another way. How are you controlling something that me and another person have agreed upon to exchange something in goods in exchange of? Girl. That's why when people say you can't rape a prostitute, because it's crazy, because if you were in a convenience store and you walked out with the goods without paying, that's against the law. So you walking out with the goods of the pussy or the fellatio, whatever the fuck happened, and you walk out without paying, that should be a crime. That should be assault. Just like it's burglary or robbery or petty theft, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The person just stole something. I'm just saying. All right, let's see what else is happening. Somebody said Teddy Swims is the male version of Adele, and now we can't unhear it. Yeah, he sounds good. I like his voice. Hey, I can't play too much, baby. But he's, he's just. I mean, I don't know if he's compared to Adele. I don't know about all that, but I mean, he's just a fluffy white dude who can sing. I always find it funny that we act. It's like when white people are able to sing or dance, or everybody's like so shocked. Still, like, girl, it's like it's like, oh, you're an anomaly, but you're not. Um, Mayor Eric Adams hires Jay-Z's attorney who represented Elon Musk, Megan the Stallion, and more. Quavo ordered to pay nearly $700,000 to former hotel employee for slapping him in 2018. Naomi Campbell banned from charity role following allegations of misusing funds for luxury hotel stays and other expenses. According to Watchdog investigation, the charity, which closed its doors in March, mismanaged a significant portion of the funds raised during its high-profile events over the past 10 years. The Guardian reported on Thursday that Campbell, who is 54, has been prohibited from serving as a charity trustee for the next 5 years. It is alleged that tens of thousands of dollars were spent on the 54-year-old's extravagant hotel accommodations, spa treatments, personal security, cigarettes, and other expenses. So you're donating, and she's just living off of, like, you guys are thinking you're doing something. As I mean, like, and it's crazy because as long as your intentions were good, what she did with the money, that's on her. That's a risk that you take. A lot these well-known organizations they misappropriate funds all the time in charities. The people that is all the time. People get access to money, and it really changes their behavior. I don't know if it changes, but maybe reveals more of who they are. I'm surprised they didn't file charges. The investigation, okay. The investigation also revealed that Campbell's fellow trustee, Bianca Helmick, received hundreds of thousands of dollars in unauthorized payments from the charity. As a result, she was also banned from serving as a charity trustee for 9 years. Another trustee, Veronica Chow, has received a 4-year ban. Yeah, they taking money. It's not going to be too many celebrities left after this year. So anybody else feel like these celebrities been doing a lot of broke shit lately? No, that's what you're so enamored by them, by what they've contributed to whatever. You appreciate them. You buy their, like, the way that they live is based on an appreciation of them. And then they start to get access to money, then people start giving them things, and then greed sets in, and then a maintenance of the lifestyle. So go watch, it's on HBO or Max or whatever they want to call it now, girl. um American Hustle, I think it's called, or Hustle America, Operation Hustle, I forgot what it's called. Hold on, let me look it. Max Hustle, um, Generation Hustle. Yes. It came out in 2021 and it is on HBO Max. It's a 10 episode documentary, and it talks about, says, they're weaving an intricate web of side hustles, freelancing, and entrepreneurial endeavors motivated by autonomy and a hunger for variety in their professional lives. And it talks about, here, people hustling people, using charities, creating businesses, and then like going in with good intention, but then they start making money, and and then some go in like, oh, this is a total grift, and we're just going to take money. I think WeWork is back in business. This guy was running a Ponzi scheme. This Indian dude, he was a frat boy. A teenager reinvents himself as a scam rapper. He scams people. Like, it's just showing all of these scammers. And but some of them are cloaked as entrepreneurs, and they stop paying, they don't pay their taxes. They're just use this money. It's just like they go nuts. And then they get caught up. What time is it? Okay, I gotta go. Oh yeah, we made good time. So what did we talk about, girl? I don't know. Banned from your own charity? Yeah, because you just get greedy. She's beautiful, but just greedy. That's all that it is. Just greedy and seeing the money, hustling people, getting over on people. Just a fast way to make money, and having to maintain that lifestyle, and you're looking like, oh my God, Naomi Campbell is just so great. And it's like she's doing these charities, and it's like you're giving the money to the charity because Naomi Campbell's name is attached to it, and you have some type of reverence for her, maybe because you're a fashion girl and you love the fashion or whatever, or she's just a Black woman and you're like, oh yeah, I want to give to her charity. Girl, and she's living her life like it's golden, buying cigarettes like it's golden, smoking cigarettes, girl. Smoking cigarettes at night. So that's it. All right, I'm gonna go. Please take care of each other, protect your energy, take care of yourself, put your oxygen mask on first. You know what I'm saying? Have a good weekend. I am going to have a good weekend, and we'll talk later. All right, peace.